welcome.
I, many years ago, actually worked at a place called Savannah Energy Systems, which was a waste-to-energy plant located in Savannah. And you can imagine, I had just graduated college. I was living in the DC area, moved down to Savannah, and was looking for a job, and trot into the plant in my little business suit, my high heels, you know, pretty much like this, just with a skirt. And well, first of all, I think that was a sight for everyone in terms of, you know, me showing up dressed like that. But I worked there for about a year and a half and worked with a really great plant manager, Ernie. He was a tiny little guy, really skinny, had one lung, smoked like a chimney in the building. I don't think he was allowed to, but he did. And one of the great things about him is that he really cared about his people. And when we were interviewing and talking about the opportunity, he was hiring me as the first HR manager for the plant. That was top of mind for him, that he didn't want administration, he didn't want process. I mean, he's like, I need some of that, but I really want this to be about how do we take care of our people. This was in 1995. He didn't use the word culture. He didn't sort of use even, you know, conscious workplace or anything like that, but that's what he cared about. And even though it was tough to hire crane operators and tough to get folks to come and work in that industry, we did. We didn't have a lot of turnover. We were able to get folks in. We paid well, but we didn't pay at the very top. But it was about the environment that he created. So who knew that, you know, almost 30 years later, I would be standing here in front of you again. All things come full circle, and I think things always happen in your life for a reason. So here I am, thrilled to be here and thrilled to be with all of you. So we're going to talk about the conscious workplace. And what exactly is a conscious workplace? So we'll obviously talk a little bit more about it, but it is about your people, your purpose, your values, putting those first, and really creating a culture in an intentional way so that people can thrive in your organization. And they can thrive in the good times, which is usually much easier to do, and they can thrive when times are tough, right? When times are unpredictable, when times are changing, just like we are in today and just like we have been for the last several years. So, I talked about culture. I'd like to get us all on the same page. What is culture? The interactions we have every day with our colleagues, with our leaders, whatever it happens to be, right? Culture also translates to how we engage with our customers, our clients, with our stakeholders. So it's internal and external, and they have to really sort of match. And so I love to use this analogy of an iceberg, because the tip of the iceberg is what you say, right? It's what's visible to everyone. It might be those values that you might have plastered on your wall, might have plastered on your website, wherever you have them. It might be what you say on your career page in terms of what it's like to work there. It might be what you convey to your clients, your customers, your stakeholders. But culture is really, like I said, how you interact, right? So it's all that stuff that's underneath in terms of what you do. The proof is in the pudding. The companies that focus on people and purpose are not just better places to work, they are actually more productive and more profitable. So with that, we are out of time, but I just really want to thank all of you for the questions, for engaging. Appreciate you having me here. I look forward to seeing you at the book signing. I look forward to continuing this conversation at the workshop at 2 o'clock. So have a great rest of your day. Thank you.